I
Hi,
almost said happy Friday. Almost.
What?
I know. It was just up here and now it's gone. I took it out.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
We got a long way to go.
I know. Yeah, a few more days. Hey,
What's
at
up,
least
guys?
we want to spend some time outside today. It's not so bad outside.
It's actually chilly.
Yeah, our own John Hansen is out and about getting some work done. So Miss Krista Green is sitting in, and look at the sunny skies that he gets to be outside. And it's awfully pretty outside right now. A few fluffy clouds out there. About 74 degrees near O'Hare right now. Looking at a high temperature up of 78, 80 degrees. Like I mentioned, we're going to keep those clouds around. You could see a slight chance of some rain, but really, really slight through the day today. Not too bad at all. If we look at our 7-day forecast, you know, we're in that pattern where we could see some storms in the afternoon because we've got the unstable atmosphere. But for the most part, looking at really nice days ahead. Wednesday, looking at a high of 76 degrees with a chance of some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. A little bit cooler by the lakefront. On Thursday, we should get up to about 83 degrees. It's going to be really nice and comfortable out there and mostly sunny. We do warm up a bit on Friday, mugginess, and then the chance of those scattered showers and thunderstorms as the air becomes unstable again. On Saturday, we're looking at a high around 85 degrees. Again, sound like a broken record, scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then on Sunday, warm out there, another 88. It's going to be humid. It's going to be unstable. And as John had said on Monday, it's going to be gross. It's going to be kind of the carbon copy of the day before. So it's summer in Chicago, folks. Just get prepared for it.
Yes, these will be the moments where you have to keep your weather radar. You have to keep your weather close to you.
Yeah.
It's really like we've got a chill today. I was doing some work on my patio a couple hours ago. I had a sweatshirt on. I was ready to get a blanket. I'm like, is it June? What is happening? I'm sweating one day. I'm cold the next. That's Chicago.
That's Chicago. So while we wait for our next guest, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, because I think we've all experienced it. Just being so exhausted, like even though you're home, and then I feel a little guilty about it because not only am I'm tired, but I feel like I'm at home, so I shouldn't be tired. Like you can't call off sick because you're already at work, you know?
Right.
If you are feeling bad or some kind of way or not ready to work, but maybe you should.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? How could we be tired when we're literally home all day?
Well, so there's like several reasons, right? A, you're working from home, so it's a different environment. So things are a little just off. Some people tend to work from home and they work a little bit more than they need to because the work's right in front of them. And then because you're doing stuff around the house, you don't go to bed when you should, so you're not getting the sleep you should. And then I think on our case, you know, like we've got these lights set up and the lights make my eyes tired. So it makes me feel more tired faster.
Do you feel that way though in studio, or is it just because the lights are so close? Because in studio, the lights are farther away.
No, I feel much worse at home. Like in the studio, they're up high, and like you said, Felicia, they're further away, so it doesn't bother me. But here, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I find the whole work bleeding into personal life situation. So of course you come home, this is supposed to be your sanctuary where you relax, and now we've combined the two. So my life is just, it's all intertwined with work and with personal. There's no clear delineation. So I'm checking emails at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I find it really, really hard to turn off ever. Because if there's something that I can do and it's ready for me to schedule or to post on social, and I get it like kind of late at night, why would I wait until tomorrow if I'm not doing anything at night? I mean, I'd rather just do it, get it done, cross it off my to-do list. Even if I'm like taking a walk, I'm like, oh, let me do this quick work thing. I think my roommates hate me because I'm like, wait, hang on one sec. Let me just get this done. Let me post it and I'm good to go.
Yeah. Teddy's the same way. My husband's the same way. He's like, focus, do this, do that. It's the same thing.
I have been getting up early this week and then last week in anticipation of hopefully getting back in the studio. I was trying to get myself back on like a little bit of a time schedule closer to normal. And I've been working out in the morning before I start my day, before the kids all get up and everything. Well, like this morning, I got halfway through my workout and I was like, I had like 4 things I needed to do that were like nagging me from last night. I literally stopped working and sat down in my office just to finish them because they're driving me crazy.
Really? I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
I woke up early to work out today too, Amy, and I hit a wall today, like around 11. Yeah. I woke up at 7 to go on a quick run, do our workout challenge, come back, and I was like, why am I so tired today? I usually don't get that tired. I also didn't have a coffee, which is new for me in quarantine. I've been a little dependent on the caffeine, and I'm usually not, and we're up at so early, and I don't need it then, but in quarantine I do. this is just, it's whack, it's reversed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let me give you the reason that Fast Company says we are so tired. Fastcompany.com, you guys. They said we're overwhelmed just because there's a lot going on in the world. We're also trying to fight systemic racism, and that's hard too.
Of course.
They said we're overworked. They're saying we're average of folks are working 4.64 hours, extra hours a day.
Oh,
interesting. Because they're at home, so I think they just kind of keep going, like Krista said.
Yeah.
don't say that too much louder. Don't tell anyone. Bad habits. That goes back to what we were saying in terms of waking up late or waking up early or staying up so late.
Yeah, I find it so much easier to stay up late too. Because usually we go to bed so early. Now I'm like 10, 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
I made Henry put himself to bed last night because I was like, I'm going to bed.
And just rounding this out real quick, video conference overload. Of course, a lot of people using technology and stuff. Your environment, obviously we're at home. And then grief, a lot of people are not only dealing with real grief, loss of people, but also loss of things and events too. So I think we checked most of those boxes.
I agree.
How's that been with kids? Like, are they sticking to their schedule? Do they still go to bed at a decent hour?
Oh yeah, but that's because I'm completely in control of that. So
okay, and I guess it's summer, so they would be doing
schedule.
Anyway.
Oh, guys, the twins. We got the twins here.
Oh, yay.
Let's bring in our guests. We've got London and Sedona Fuller. We're going to talk to them about their new YouTube channel, but the girls are best known for playing young Carol and Captain Marvel alongside Brie Larson and Charlize Theron's daughter in Bombshell. We welcome them now. Hey, ladies, how's it going, ladies?
Hi.
You gotta turn. You're sideways.
You guys are YouTubers. I know you know how to do this. Can you get on the channel?
So right now your phone is sideways. We're looking at you sideways. Can you guys twist it for us?
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
Are those mom's hands?
Someone. How are you guys?
Good.
Wonderful.
So much for being here.
So you two are 9 years old and you have just launched your YouTube channel. What's it about? What do you guys talk about on it?
We just we do crafts and stuff and instructional videos.
Yeah. Is
They're
it fun?
so cute.
You guys having fun?
Yes, we're having very fun.
Yeah, you have a good time. Okay, good. What made you guys want to start doing a YouTube channel?
We were kind of bored in quarantine, so begged our parents 100 times to do a YouTube, and they finally agreed, and it's been fun doing it. Yeah, we enjoy it a lot.
Well, you guys make some really, really fun videos. I saw your twin telepathy video. I mean, you guys know each other pretty well. What's been the most fun video for you guys to make?
For me, the twin telepathy, because I gotta eat cookies and drink soda the best. I like the makeup. I like mom's makeup video because we just got to destroy mom. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, we were just looking at that one. And you guys, the twin telepathy video was so cute. They put a wall between them and they had to guess which food would be the other's favorite. Yeah. And it was Nutella and peanut butter, and they both knew every single one. It was just these girls, they're twins.
Yeah.
You know it.
It's almost like they've known each other since birth or something.
Yeah.
Amy's got twins herself.
Yeah. Are you guys identical?
We're fraternal, actually.
You're fraternal.
I don't know.
Well, you look like you could be identical. How do you end up? Do people get you mixed up a lot, and then do you just?
When we were younger, we used to, but when we got older, we stopped. Kind of.
Yeah, because I can see.
Dad once got us confused. Yeah.
Your dad got you confused?
Yeah. Oh, Dad used to get us all confused when we were really young.
Oh, yeah.
It was so sad.
Yeah.
Well,
Dad.
Just so you know, I have a sibling too, and my mom has called us the same name too, and he's a boy and also 3 years older. So sometimes parents just get confused.
Yeah. It's wait, there's two of you.
Well, I have
Look
two
at
boys
here.
who are identical, and when they came home from the hospital, you get little bracelets when you're first born with your name on it. Well, or just says baby twin A and twin B, and we had to leave it on for like 3 weeks until we could figure out how to tell them apart.
That's hard.
Yeah, like at least you guys have different hair.
Yes, yes.
I feel like the dark.
Lennon has like the dark hair, and I have like the light hair family.
Mhm.
No highlights included.
You guys actually celebrated your 9th birthday in quarantine. What'd you do for birthday number 9?
Well, we had a lot of fun in the pool. We baked our own cakes. I made my own with my mom an ice cream cake, and I made with Mama my German chocolate cake. Yeah, if you don't know what that is. It's very good. Also, my dad loves it too. Yes. So, we did freeze dance and we watched Frozen too. Yeah.
You did freeze dance. I love freeze dance.
Same.
Wait,
Also, my wrist hurt after that.
what's freeze dance?
Freeze dance is like when
Where you play
dance,
music?
and like so you like just dance, and
Okay.
then when the music
somebody-
stops, you just like
You have to freeze, and if you move on accident, you're out.
yeah. So
Ah.
we always win at the thing.
It's either one wins
Or we all tie. I think we almost every time tie, except one time we didn't tie.
I think that time.
You guys are too cute. Okay, so who was in Captain Marvel with Brie Larson? Okay, what was that like being in a superhero movie?
I enjoyed it so much, especially the beach scene. Because after we filmed that, I got to play on the beach a little bit.
So not
I
the
also-
work, playtime.
I love.
So you guys started, I mean, you probably don't remember, but you started at 4 months old?
Actually,
3 months.
3 months.
Wow.
In a commercial, I think.
Yep.
Wow. What else have you, so you did the movie and the commercials. What else have you done?
We done Baby Daddy.
Yeah. And then Modern Family. Then we got I'll Be Next One for Christmas. Then we got Modern Family again.
I was in Orville one episode.
Yeah, she was.
Cool.
Okay, and then who acted with Charlize Theron? Oh,
I
okay.
was her backup, I think. I was like
Yeah.
her backup if she needed anything.
Oh, awesome.
That is so cool. And you guys are 9 years old. That is just, you've got so much ahead of you. I got to know, what is your guys' dream job? Like, who do you want to work with? What do you want to do when you're older?
I want to be like a vet because I really love my animals, and I will really love just animals, and I really want to help them and stuff. Yep.
Oh my gosh, what kind of animals do you guys have?
Yeah,
Oh, yes. I saw
I
this on
think-
your Instagram.
if you see me, I named her Pickles in that cute little baby outfit.
And I named my dog Snuggles.
I
By the puppy. My dream job, I kind of want to be I want to continue my acting job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She also I heard she wants to be a hairstylist. She wants to be like beauty stuff too.
Beauty stuff. It's kind of funny because you like to paint your mom's face, right?
Yes. You look very beautiful indeed.
Why, thank you, ladies. So sweet of you.
And
you.
Sedona, what do you want to be?
Yeah, I told you I wanted to be a vet when I grow up.
Oh, okay. Vet. Okay. I'm already getting you two mixed up.
Thank you.
Do people normally get you confused? Because I do see the difference in your hair, and I think your faces are different.
Sometimes, like when we go, sometimes people mess us up. Like people who we don't really know kind of messes us up. And
Okay.
sometimes our best friends does, like Lova and Ava.
You not like have certain clothing that you like to wear that the other one doesn't wear, so people know.
Yeah, we love to do that because our dad wants us to always wear matching clothes, and like we want to wear it ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear like all the. I wear
jean shorts or stuff, and like cute
I
little
just wear-
pineapple stuff,
I usually wear like
dresses or
this
shirts.
or stuff.
Girl.
Dress.
Yeah.
I usually wear like
Skirts.
I put one of my boys in stripes and I put the other ones in solids.
That's so smart. Yeah. So when you guys do want to dress alike, who decides those outfits?
Me. No, Dad. Dad. Sometimes I get my way to make London, but I never go with it. Yeah. Sometimes I do get.
Yeah. What's the best thing about being a twin?
Sorry, you can answer that. One's a mean one. Just ignore her. I'm joking. So, what's the best part about being twins? Is that like sometimes you can trick people.
Yeah.
And also you can like play with the same stuff, kind of, because like if you had someone older, like. Well, like if you were like
You like the same things, right?
Yeah, we like the same things that like so like we can play together and stuff. We
That's
love playing with our American Girl dolls. We both love it, so we like play together. And we have a whole room is filled with American Girl doll stuff.
Do you guys share a room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
my boys too. They love being together all the time.
So what are we going to see on the YouTube channel next, ladies?
Well, we actually just got our first 2 sponsors. Crayola. Crayola is like everybody knows what Crayola is. You know Crayola. And we also got sponsored by Poopsie Slime Surprise. And I think we're filming that one today.
Ooh.
Yep, so keep tuned.
That's awesome. Who helps you guys with the filming? Mom and dad? Is one parent more than the other?
Well, Dad kind of takes it more seriously than our mom, but she takes the close-ups of it.
I've seen, because you guys kind of have a gimbal with an iPhone come in. I'm like, you have a team behind you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just like one person.
Well, to me, it looks like a team, and that's the way to roll, ladies. You're already on the right track.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. We really appreciate it. We want to show everybody where they can find your YouTube channel so they can catch up on all your fun videos.
Yes.
There you go, guys. On Instagram as well, London and Sedona. Catch up all the fun stuff that they are doing. And we wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, ladies.
Much.
So cute.
Isn't that fun? It's so funny because it's like my boys do the same thing. They talk the same time. And then when they want my attention, they want me to answer a question. The other one's still talking. They just talk louder and over each other, like this.
Yeah, it's just interesting how it's kind of like this chemistry together.
Totally get,
Yeah, it's a twin dynamic.
Yeah.
That solo peeps will just never understand.
No. Us solo peeps. Just out here in the world by ourselves.
We're just normal siblings in our own womb.
No, Krista, there's nothing normal about you.
All right, guys, I'm really excited to bring in our next guest. We're going to be joined by Lauren Olson, and she's with World Centric. And this is a really cool company. So they're a certified compostable for food service, and Lauren is a sustainability expert. So she's going to jump in to give us some ideas to keep our backyard barbecues eco-friendly. And I am all about this. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, I was looking at World Centric's Instagram, and I'm so impressed at how you guys, first off, you share those startling facts, but you do it in a way that, you know, people looking at your Instagram, you can fix it. You give tips and you help people help the planet. So what are some tips you can share with us today?
Well, yeah, if you're planning your 4th of July backyard barbecue, one of the big tips that you can do is really cut down on the amount of meat that you're eating. It's surprising, but livestock industry accounts for like somewhere around 18% of our greenhouse gases. So anything you can do to cut back on that would be really great. Always reuse reusables if you can, but if you're worried about COVID-19 or other things, World Centric makes great plant-based products, all fully compostable, so you can get your plates and your cutlery and all of that stuff. And not have to really worry about your effect on the planet.
So when you just mentioned that about the livestock, would that be the actual livestock or the production of it that's contributing to that 18%?
It's the production. And then also, it's surprising, but, cows, for example, they fart like a lot of methane, and methane is a very potent greenhouse gas. So it's about 25% or 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide in terms of creating climate change.
Oh, and then I think, don't I understand too, is that if you choose to grill meat, doesn't grilling meat also release more emissions into the air?
I know in a study done about like charcoal grills versus natural gas is supposed to be better in terms of the environmental footprint. But if you are going to use charcoal, try to get more of a natural charcoal, like maybe like loose lump or something like that, rather than maybe like the more generic type of charcoal.
It's so funny because you think about it, like literally now places like, or companies like you have gotten it down to a science where every little corner of, like, say, a backyard barbecue can be done eco-friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really phenomenal the amount of things that people can do now to really go green. I think we were so limited for such a long period of time of how we could really participate in helping the environment. And it's really great to see compostable products, local agriculture, organic food, all of that, plant-based alternatives to meat come into mainstream.
I think I saw something on your website that talked about portion sizing, or I saw it somewhere. It talked about how portion sizing and planning that out a little bit more would help in terms of increased sustainability for your cookout.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, food waste is a big form of waste. And whenever you put food into a landfill, again, you're going to be creating methane, which is that potent greenhouse gas. So really, making sure you're not bringing excessive amounts of food. Another thing in terms of portioning is not buying individually packaged things. I know it's like really convenient and all that stuff to maybe get like individual fun-sized chips, but instead maybe think about getting a big bag of chips and then, dueling that out responsibly in response to our COVID-19 sort of pandemic new era of picnicking.
That's hard because the whole idea behind a cookout is everyone bring as much food as you can and eat as you can.
I know it's so hard because you want to eat everything family style, right? But it's, with these era, you got to really pay attention to who's touching what and, make sure that everybody's taking safety precautions on that.
Now, if somebody's going to go that next step and do their own composting at home, can you give tips for that? Because I've always looked into it. I'm like, this is great. And I'm like, oh, this is a lot. I don't know if I could actually do it at home.
Yeah, I know for me, I live in an apartment, so it gets even that higher level of difficulty. I don't have like a backyard where I can just experiment with. And I know that's for a lot of people too. Even a condo association might not allow a compost pile. So I have a tumbler system. So it's a nice contained system. And in that system, it's really best to stick to about 3 parts green and, 3 parts brown and 1 part green. So brown would be things like leaves and twigs, more like dead stuff. And then your green stuff is like your food scraps. So the big thing about it is creating that recipe so that you have success by mixing the components. And I just try to mix it, at least once a week, be gentle on myself. Add some water as needed, and just kind of see where it goes and try not to take it too seriously, take it more as like a home experiment and see if I can create something by the end of the season.
I love that.
Wow. Yeah, it's so impressive. I need to get into compost. I mean, I try so hard just to be the right recycler. I clean out all of my, to-go containers when there's food out before I put in the recycling bin. I mean, what are other simple, easy tips that people who are just getting into maybe the eco-friendly life can actually adapt to their everyday lifestyles?
I mean, I think one of the biggest things is, not buying single-use water bottles, for example, just getting a water bottle and refilling it. I think a lot of people have been on that bandwagon for a while, but then when I saw people panic buying and people were buying like bottled water, which was funny because they're going to be at home. Another thing you can do at home for when you're cleaning up, like your kitchen or other messes, is get a set of reusable towels, or I even cut up an old towel and then just sew it around the edges. And then I use those towels rather than paper towel. And it's nice because it's one less thing to buy. I always have them. I can just wash them at home. So it's more convenient for me as well. like not to buy paper towel.
Yeah, I think people get overwhelmed by a lot of things. We have twins, we did cloth diapers, and we were like, okay, listen, we're gonna do cloth diapers during the day and disposables at night because it's a little bit easier to use the disposables at night, but at least we're making an effort. And same thing like with Lysol wipes. Instead of buying wipes, we had torn up old like shreds of towel and made bleach container and then made our own. There are little things you can do that make huge differences in the long run.
Yeah, and that's huge. And you also like saved a whole bunch of money and all the plastic packaging that comes with it. So all that embodied energy you avoided by, just doing your own system. So that's great. And, you probably won't be able to find it at the time anyway. So you're thinking very creatively like that.
Lauren, I'm looking at our Facebook comments, and one of our viewers has a really good question. She writes in, my friend lives in Seattle and they compost everything. Why is it so much more popular there? And how do we get Chicago to compost just as much or more than just trash and recycling?
Yeah, it's a real problem. It's kind of scattered all over the country, whether you can compost certain things. You mentioned recycling rules. Recycling rules change all over the country too. It's all market-based. So in Seattle, they have a really robust market for compost, and they were really at the forefront of composting when that all started 20, 30 some years ago in terms of municipal composting. And, it's a matter of other composters getting monetary incentive or something like that to be able to accept more types of items, such as, our cutlery and our plates and things like that. Those aren't accepted everywhere in the country. So we're getting there, but it's all a matter of funding and will, and as well as community support. So one of the big things you can do is talk to your local officials and be like, hey, I really want to see this program.
Because that policy, that really does play a role in it. Because look at right here in Chicago. I mean, we just got blue cans in my lifetime. Maybe I was in high school or something. I'm not sure. But just where that was widely distributed to the city of Chicago, having the blue can system, and not even everything you can put in there. And I think a lot of people are not even 100% sure what you can and cannot recycle. But that policy can really go a long way.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And, all of those changes too with recycling. Right now, I think it was in 2008, China really cut back on the amount of things that they were taking, and that totally changed the industry. So you probably have seen your recycling rules change quite a bit over the last decade or more.
Yeah. And just on the same vein as that, I was actually in London a few months ago, and it was widespread. Just going out to different restaurants and everything, how they are using different kinds of cutlery and how they're recycling it. And I saw a lot of different recycling trash cans on the street. And so that's another example of how policy changes it. And obviously they have a huge population in a really small area in London. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, the European Union has all these directives about single-use plastic, and they outlaw certain things. They do studies on what type of plastic shows up in the ocean, and then they target those particular products. So they're really ahead of the game on all of that.
Yeah, and it's such a bummer here, like where we are in the suburbs too. Like if you get one thing wrong in your recycling bin, they dump the whole thing into garbage. And I get it because they don't have the people to go through it. And like, if it's not cleaned out enough, it can't go through the recycle. But it's like, we're taking little bitty steps when we could be taking bigger steps if people would all just try a little bit more.
Yeah. And it's hard too. I feel for recyclers because they're trying to make a profit, right? And they're kind of stuck in this model where the city's like, oh, you need to be able to get this much money from your recyclables in the end of the game. And they're like, is it worth sorting this? They really messed it up. And so it's difficult. I think we're all kind of in this weird in-between space where we all want to do the right thing, but maybe the systems aren't in place. So we just got to keep advocating and keep doing it. And hopefully in 20 years, we'll be having a totally different conversation.
Right.
Yes. Well, I appreciate Amy's approach. It can be such a difficult transformation to live a life like this, but the little bit you can do here and there just goes such a long way. Like maybe it's just not buying water bottles, or maybe it's, our city already doesn't do plastic bags, but if you can eliminate plastic someplace else, like doing a little bit here and a little bit there, I think it just goes so far.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Just look at it incrementally and, always be kind to yourself because, you're trying to do the best you can. And we all have obviously very busy, stressful lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you start doing it, it just becomes the daily routine and it gets easier and you don't even think about it. I don't even think about recycling anymore. It's like back of my hand, you know?
When you start that, you see how much you really can recycle. And you're like, oh my gosh, most of what comes into your house is recyclable. It's kind of shocking.
And something my roommates and I just did, we got reusable straws. We love straws here. We got reusable ones. We love them. They're great.
Yeah.
Once
I like the stainless steel ones.
Well, Lauren,
thank
you
so
much
for
joining us.
Thanks for having me. It was great talking with you all.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you guys can check out World Centric. All their information is coming up on the screen. They got one tag for all their platforms. I love you that much more already. And you can check them out at their website at worldcentric.com. Our 4th of July are a lot to be more eco-friendly, Lauren, I'll tell you.
Okay, so you guys did just mention those straws. I never get those because, like, how do you clean them?
Oh, so the stainless steel.
I don't even have that. You have a brush, Amy?
I have stainless steel, and when you buy them, like you can get them on Amazon, and they come with a brush. And then, so like I'll use it and brush it out, and then just throw it in the dishwasher.
Okay.
No, ours are even easier, Felicia. Listen to this. They're just like rubber, and they kind of snap together, and you can just put them in the dishwasher when you're done.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I never buy those because I'm like, oh, how do you? It's going to be so difficult to clean.
Yeah. No, they were at Target. They were amazing.
I don't even always use the brush unless I'm using it for a smoothie, because then the smoothie kind of gets stuck in there. But otherwise, I just throw it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, the brush always seemed like too much work for me. You know, if I can throw it in the dishwasher, it's happening. I'm done.
Hey, these days, I figure if I can do cloth diapers for 2 years, I can do anything.
Yeah, I hear that is tough to do. So when I get there, I'll ask you all about it.
I was to say, girl, it's actually not that bad. People paint it out to be way worse than it was. I thought it was actually quite easy. So
okay. Well, y'all know I love hearing about your lives and all the life hacks you can give me. So we'll get into that in another show. Let us tell you about the Jam Barbecue, you guys. We're celebrating the summer with the Jam Backyard Barbecue. And we need all of your recipes. Yes, you, everyone watching right now, we want you to send us your recipes, okay? Because how can we have a barbecue if you're not there? Each of us, we're going to pick our favorite recipe, and then we'll end up whipping it up next week. And all you have to do is email your summer go-tos to jamrealshy@wciu.com. Okay, so if you got that family recipe that you want to pass along or give us the 411, let us know. We need to know about it. Head to cw26chicago.com. We've got all the extra information there, everything you need to know. Do you guys have a recipe that is just like, you have to get it out?
Well, I had a summer dessert recipe that I submitted because, you know, I don't cook. So I just did my dessert because it's a non-cooking dessert. So it's great for when it's hot out.
I'm a big pasta salad girl. I make a summer pasta salad with a bunch of vegetables, and it's delish.
Yeah, I'm the sides girl. I just love the sides. I'm okay with meat. I'm not like a person that's super excited to eat meat. So, but I do eat it. But yeah, just all the mac and cheese and the greens and the sweet potatoes. And I'm just a sides person. I'm savory.
I was looking at the website today of what recipes people have already submitted. There are some, I was like drooling. They're already looking so good. And someone already submitted a pasta salad. So like, probably going to be better than mine, but you know.
I like a barely dead, very rare steak, a glass of wine, and dessert. That's my barbecue. Steak. I like barely dead steak. I'm like a vampire.
Yeah, she likes it really, really rare. I mean, really you literally want like 30 seconds on each side.
Like beef tartare.
Mooing. You still hear it mooing when you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I like that though. I've been more conscious about what I cook and what I'm serving because, of course, we're all trying to be known for just going and you know you're going to go all in and you know you're just going to leave feeling full and heavy and you'll be bloated the next day and just kind of So I've been actually just watching the salt intake and portion sizing. Like I've been trying to, and it's like when one person does it, it really affects the whole group, depending on who cooks, you know?
Yeah, because you make everybody else feel bad. They're like, all right, I won't eat it either.
Yes. Well, I had a couple people over for Juneteenth and I was the one that did like all the sides. And I told them, I already gave them a heads up. I was like, this is not Thanksgiving, okay? I did not add a lot of salt. I just put a little seasoning here, seasoning there, and everybody seemed to be happy.
Good.
They didn't tell me that they noticed. They were
they didn't leave early or anything, right?
Right. And they ate it. So
that's
they didn't avoid it. They actually ate it.
And then when you turned around, they gave it to your dog. Okay, we see. So it went.
Just kidding. So funny.
I think Deanna's going to be joining us here in a second, and we got another little game that we're going to play. But before she gets in, because I don't know if she's here. Oh, she is here. There she is.
Hey, Dee.
Deanna.
Hi, friends.
Hey.
Gee, the humidity's down today.
I know. My hair's a little calmer. I also showered and I put some
Looks
product.
good.
So
Your hair always looks good with your curls, girl.
Felicia, you weren't here yesterday. It was bad.
It was muggy, and we could tell the humidity by how far out Deanna's hair was.
She was pinning it down, which
I did. I used the little clips. I was like, can't do it today.
It was quite the weather forecast.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're going to play a game called Two Truths and a Lie. So each one of us has to give 3 statements, 2 of them being true, 1 of them being false, and we have to guess which one's false. Okay. Who wants to start us off?
I can go.
Go ahead, Felicia.
I love that I'm playing with you guys too, because I feel like we all have some mysteries.
Yes.
Okay. 2 truths and a lie. Okay. So I played sports. I played 4 sports in high school. I have 4 siblings, and I hope to eventually run a marathon one day. What are 2 truths and what are a lie? Amy, you go last.
You don't have 4 siblings.
Anybody else? What's a lie?
You really want to run a marathon?
I don't think she does want to run a marathon. I also think, I know you have a brother, but I also feel like you have, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to say the marathon's a lie.
I feel like the marathon is a lie too.
Why do you think that, Dee?
Because you had a knee issue.
Oh, good
That's
point.
not good.
Good point.
I'm praying on these knees, y'all. I'm praying on these knees, okay? I'm doing my squats and everything. I'm working out. I'm going to strengthen these glute muscles, and these knees are going to be supported with the Spirit of the Lord. Okay.
I've only met your brother, but that doesn't mean that there aren't more.
I thought there were 3.
Okay, we got our final answers. So I played 4 sports in high school. Thank you, guys.
We know you are very athletic.
Yep.
Golf star.
In my head. And I do have 4 siblings. So you know my brother Patrick, we grew up together, but we are my father's second marriage. So the first marriage had 2 daughters and a son.
I thought there's only 1 more.
I know. It's so all together I have 4 siblings, but I'm closest to Patrick. Obviously, we grew up together. So
Yeah.
And this is fresh in my head because I remember reaching out to you for National Siblings Day, and I asked for a picture of you and your siblings, and you so briefly skimmed the surface of this story, and it was on my head, but I wasn't sure.
Yes,
So
and then so running the marathon is the lie.
I should have known that.
I have 0 desire. Okay, I would kind of like to say that I've done a 5K though. I would be very happy with just
Felicia,
saying
you can do a 5K.
5Ks are fun. They're fast.
Well, you think I can do a 5K until I get about 2 blocks down, and we got to wrap it up. No, I can make it, but it's going to be a walk run. It's going to be a walk run. So I would love to get to the point where I can just run the whole thing. But yes, I'm working on these knees over here, Deanna.
Maybe someday we can get you to do the Shamrock Shuffle even.
Yeah.
Of 2022?
Yeah, maybe. It's an 8K, so maybe.
2022. Okay, there's my 2 truths and a lie. Thanks, ladies.
All right, ladies.
Who's next? Me or Krista?
Deanna, you go next.
Me?
Go,
Okay.
Deanna.
My dog is like shaking her head. That's why you hear the jingle. Okay. Let's go. So I almost drowned my boyfriend in high school.
That's true.
What did he do?
I have met Drake, even if it was in passing, and I've gotten kicked by a horse.
I'm going to say the horse one is a lie.
Okay.
I so vaguely remember you talking about maybe passing Drake, or am I making this up? I don't know.
No, Drake is her man, so they've met before. And then this boyfriend, Deanna has this secret crazy side, so she definitely tried to almost drown him. So I'm gonna go with the horse. The horse is a lie.
The horse is a lie, Krista?
Something's fishy with Drake. Like maybe you've met him more than in passing.
She said at least.
Tell me when. Like, I want to know. That's the lie. So I haven't yet met Drake. not even in passing.
See, I thought so. We would know about it. You would only talk about that.
It would be my Facebook profile picture. Are you kidding me? No. His first concert was in Champaign. And I think
Hey, don't you disrespect Champagne.
It was like it was, oh my gosh. I drove out there like after school. It was so bad. Anyway, and so he was passing, like, not him, his assistant was coming around the fans. We were there super early, of course. And so he was asking people to let us borrow like our Chicago hats. So he took my hat, signed it. I would try to look for it, but I couldn't find it. It's somewhere in my basement, which is terrible. But I have a signed Chicago Bulls Drake thing. So that's as close as I got. Boo, but.
That's pretty close. He signed your hat.
Yeah. So he was like, either whose ever hat I get to wear on stage, they can come backstage, but he didn't pick mine. And it's just like, why not? Like, they were all the same. They were all like Bulls.
Yeah. Why not yours, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the most important part that I got from that story is that the hat is in your basement.
Wait,
I know.
Are we all glancing over the fact that she drowned her boyfriend, or tried to drown her boyfriend?
Yeah, explain that one.
Okay, you can't tell a Latina to tread water. I had no idea what tread meant. Why didn't my coach at the time, my track and field coach, just say, just float? Just don't die. And so my boyfriend was right next to me. This is like when I hated him. This was back in like 2009. And I panicked, and he was right next to me. So I used his shoulders to like stand up, and he couldn't breathe and almost passed out. But I mean, that's like past times.
But he survived.
He did die, so he has to thank me now.
And the moral of the story is he didn't do anything wrong, and you weren't trying to actually kill him. You were trying to save yourself.
No, I was trying to save myself, and he was just,
in the way.
In the way,
The story she's telling us now.
Right.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
I had no idea, like treading water, like when you have to like do this, like with your feet as well. I don't know. She was explaining it in such a weird way. I'm like, just tell me to float next time. I can do that.
All right. Treading water was a thing.
Right.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. Are you guys ready for mine?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. First one. My first dog was a golden retriever named Shadow. Second, I can play the intro to Roses by Outkast on the piano. Third, I tripped straight into a construction site in broad daylight on my first day on campus at U of I.
Well, all of those seem pretty plausible.
I feel like now with this quarantine, you have time to play. Do you have a piano nearby? Like a keyboard even?
Currently in Chicago in the city, my place? No, I do not.
I think the first one's alive. Your dog was probably a different name. It probably wasn't Shadow. I think you tried to trick us.
I'm gonna go with the dog too.
I'm gonna go with the piano. You can't just whip out the intro to Roses like that. If you don't have a keyboard to practice on.
Well, she's been playing since she was like 4. She could.
But like, where's
She
the
could.
But where do you practice? Where do you read the notes?
All right, you guys ready for the
Krista
reveal?
she doesn't read notes. She's just musically gifted, and it just comes out the sky into her head.
All right, well, Felicia, Amy, you guys got me. Yeah, that was the line. Indiana, yes, girl, I can play piano.
Where is it at your apartment?
No, I mean, I learned it probably, I learned that song when I was in college, like home for a break of some sort. I think it was Thanksgiving break, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, no, if I listen to it one time and kind of figure out the keys, it just muscle memory and it kicks back in.
Yeah.
But I played piano a long time growing up.
Because I just heard that song on TikTok and I thought it was like 2020 new song of the year. And it came out in 2019. That's the disconnect, people.
Oh,
That's
no. Roses by Outkast. Like,
Okay.
Roses,
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
but I'm talking about jazzy. It's good.
I'm talking about this one.
I know.
Don't play it. Don't play it.
We're not playing it. We're not playing it.
Don't play it.
We got it, though.
You didn't even try to stop me.
I know, but if you play it, we're gonna get booted off Facebook.
I know. Don't worry. I'll sing, guys.
We were talking over you. You're good.
Yeah.
Man. And Krista's a horrible liar, so we already saw
I
right
am a
through
horrible liar. I really thought of plausible things. I thought you guys were gonna call me out for tripping in a construction site.
No, you did that.
Yeah, that happened.
I did do that. I did. It was like noon. I was with these two girls I had just met, and I was so into our conversation. I was like, oh my God, college, this is so fun. Boom, straight into a construction site. I split my entire foot open. I had to get stitches, and I was on crutches for the first 2 weeks. Parties, just being me.
Crutches for the first 2 weeks of college. That's when I did all my dirt. I lived my entire life of sin in those first 2 weeks, and you were.
It was rough. It was rough. It really was.
Okay, Amy, it's your turn, right?
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yeah, she had to look it up because she.
Well, I
forgot.
wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. So I want to make sure I got them right.
I did the same thing too. Don't worry.
Okay. I gave the speech at my 8th grade graduation. I witnessed a live autopsy. I worked in 5 different TV stations in 10 years.
Oh, this one's hard. I have to go back to every moment of your life.
What was the second one again?
I witnessed a live autopsy.
I feel like you did that. You did that.
Amy would do that because she loves those like creepy segments to to go figure out, the horror. I don't know.
What was the first one again?
I gave the speech at my 8th grade graduation.
I'm gonna say that one was the lie, and you gave your speech in your high school at your high school graduation.
Felicia?
I don't think Amy gave any speeches at any graduation.
I'm gonna go with the speech.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 5 markets or 4 markets that you were at. Oh wait, stations. You said stations.
Stations.
Oh, you tricked us. You gave like specific details on each one of these that can make any of them really wrong.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I think I'll give you your credit for your 8th grade graduation. I'll say it wasn't 5 stations, it was 4.
Well, Felicia's the closest because it wasn't 5 stations, it was 6.
What? Oh my God.
Wait, okay.
Around town.
Las Vegas, Tennessee.
Oh, no. Southern Illinois.
Oh, that's the one I forgot.
Well, no, there's 2 in there. You missed Southern Illinois to Reno to Evansville, Indiana to Las Vegas to Knoxville to 2 stations in Chicago. And then right at the end of that 10th year was a station in China.
Okay, how did you go?
So that was way more than 6. Hold on.
Well, I mean, because these were kind of at the end of the year, so I only counted 6 as like a full.
How did you go from Evansville, Indiana, back to Las Vegas? Like, what kind of shift was that?
Well, I was anchoring weekends in Evansville, and then I got a fill-in anchor reporter job in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Amy, how good at moving are you?
Exceptionally well.
I bet.
We don't clutter in this house. We're bare minimum, so it's just easy to go.
Yeah.
Maybe autopsy story.
Oh, so this is okay. Well, this was really interesting. So I was gonna say, do you guys remember when? But let me rephrase that. In 2003, the shuttle Columbia disaster happened. Remember where it exploded?
Okay.
Yeah. So I was working in Tennessee at the time as an investigative reporter. So if any of you guys ever heard of the Body Farm?
No.
No, and I don't know if I want to know, but please, for the sake of the story.
It's an anthropology research facility tied to UT Knoxville University. And the guy that determined time of death and how they figure out all those things, Dr. Bill Bass, he has 2 acres of land on the university that they literally just take bodies for science and they put them in different situations, like in the trees and water, some dressed, some out in the elements for weeks, so they can study the rate of decomp. And then just so they can determine these things and put them in investigations. So anyways, after the Columbia shuttle disaster, they allowed us to go into the body farm because they had a team from, I don't think they were NASA, but it was a government agency that went in and they were learning how to recover remains without damaging them so they could still figure out how to determine cause of death. And so we got to go in and watch them do all this stuff and practice on a bunch of different bodies and stuff. It was fascinating.
Wow. To think, I just did a frog in 7th grade.
Right. I didn't do it. I just watched.
Did you like it?
Well, yeah, that kind of stuff fascinates me because it's very clinical and they were, it's studying science and trying to help make things better. I mean, I don't like horror. I cannot watch a single horror movie at all. Never seen one.
Really?
Yep. Nope.
That's so interesting because I love horror movies,
Nope.
but this, because it's real.
Yeah,
I
no.
can't. I
Yeah.
can't.
No. Like when I was a kid, I went to go see Pet Cemetery, the first one when it came out with some friends from high school.
Yeah.
I didn't make it through the opening credits. The cat jumped out of the tree and I walked out the theater and I went and watched something by myself.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Since you brought up cats, speaking of cats, I love the fact that we are all together because this is the ladies' hour of the gym.
I know we're getting comments. Leslie says, I love all the girls on at one time.
I love my girls. We should have brought wine to this. I don't know what we were thinking. Amateur hour.
The water's not doing it.
Amateur hour. So men who like cats are less likely to get a date, according to this new study.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't really shock me.
Everyone's shaking their head over here. What'd you say, Krista?
It doesn't shock me.
Yeah, no.
I agree with that.
I'm not a cat person, partially because I'm allergic, but and so I find that just because of the type of animal that cats are, that it's kind of weird when guys like them.
Yeah.
Just gonna put it out there.
I don't know many guys who actually prefer cats. I feel like every guy I know is like a dog person and they're okay with cats.
Yeah.
Can you think of a dude who's actually like gun-ho cats?
The cat lady guy that we interviewed, he's got that really good Instagram page. He's got 4 cats.
And there it is.
I'm trying to think to give an example of like someone that I know that's a dude that has a cat, and I literally cannot think of a single soul in my friend group or just some of the people that I know.
I feel like I know one, but I can't remember who it is.
Okay, so what scientists did, they showed hundreds of women photos of 2 men. So both men pictured with and without a cat. And so that's how they determined based off the responses of what women said about these 2 pictures, the man with the cat and a man without the cat. And of course, they judged the man with the cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're judging. Oh, yeah, for sure. So men with cats are suspect. We can't trust them.
I want to use the word that we can't use because I think it would be funny, but I won't.
I don't think I would mind it because I think, well, I'm attracted to people who like animals in general. So if a guy prefers a cat, then that's fine. Like as long as you're nice to animals, then I'm okay with that. You know, no hate on cats. I'm a dog person.
Okay.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. I don't like cats. I was going to try to, no, I don't like cats. That's the best way to say it. I just don't like cats, but I love animals. I think cats should live. They should just not live with me or anybody that I'm talking with. You know, I want them to be in the kingdom of the world. Mother Nature, just not in my vicinity.
Okay, so Anthony's asking, Anthony on our Facebook page wants to know, what about having both a cat and a dog?
That's just stress for everybody. Why would you do that?
Do they get along?
Well, did he rescue the cat from a burning building? Because that's allowed.
Are you a firefighter? Then yes, that's fine.
We do accept firefighters and anyone that's a hero or rescuing babies, animals, cats, dogs from burning buildings. We accept those, even the goldfish.
That is very true.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I'm just trying to see. Yeah.
What, the Thailand's jungle?
Yeah, I tried to pull up this picture earlier, and it's wonderful that you guys sent the link, but it doesn't let me pull it up. So, Daniel's got it. Oh, okay.
Pull it up, Daniel, so the folks can see this, because I think we need to book a girls' vacation immediately.
Yeah, so it's right outside an elephant sanctuary in Thailand, about an hour from Bangkok, where you jump on a plane, but you have to stay in these bubbles that are clear plastic, transparent. But you could stay with the elephants.
But I think, so I looked into this because I was like ready to plan my next trip. Tickets to that region in Thailand are like $800, almost $900, right? Plus taxes, let's just say $950.
Wait, and from here, from the US?
From Chicago.
Oh gosh, that's nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got my Spain ticket when I studied abroad for like $700. I think it just depends on what month.
Well, yeah, and that was also a little while. How's that going to go? Airline tickets in the last 5 years have taken a big jump up. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So anyway, I looked up the resort, and you have the option of doing like the traditional all-inclusive resort where you can, you know, obviously have a regular room. And I think the little bubble thing is an added on feature to your room. So you pay like whatever it is, like $500, let's say a night for the all-inclusive resort. And then you have to pay like another $300 for the bubble. Yeah.
But because I could skip it.
I would feel about staying like the entirety of the trip in that bubble. Cause it's like, you know,
I will say Thailand's gorgeous though, but I don't know if I would do that. Like we did the islands and did Bangkok, but
Yeah, Thailand is on my list, but I mean the bubble. So have you guys seen those igloo things that you can kind of put in like your backyard?
Yeah.
We got one during quarantine.
Of course you did.
Because my friend's work had it on the rooftop and she was like, we don't need it. You guys take it. Because it was kind of cold in the beginning of quarantine. So we put it in our patio so we could still be outside. That's the same thing. Like, I don't need to pay $300 to go to Thailand to be in a bubble. I got igloos right here.
But you know, you're missing the elephants.
Elephants.
You know, maybe I'll pull up my computer next time and we'll watch a nice movie about elephants.
Dumbo. It's fine. It's the same thing.
Dumbo. Done.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I would pay extra, but I don't know if it's for that. Like you could actually, one of my girlfriends went to Thailand not too long ago and she was like in the mud with the elephants, like interacting.
But you can do that in like right outside of Bangkok, and I think you can do it on either Phuket or Koh Samui, one of the two islands too, where you can go pet the elephants and see them and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Elephants are actually my favorite animal.
Oh.
They're my favorite animal because they're large, they're majestic, they're matriarch. That's how they operate in their social circle, and they're just majestic.
We've got a comment on our Facebook. Bill's writing in. I've seen Jurassic Park enough times to know that's not a good idea. Glass on protection of the animal.
Well said, Bill. Well said.
Yeah, well, they did that actually. They did something similar in the last one.
The little cars, remember?
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll leave that where it is. I know if it was free, all of you ladies would be going. But
I'm not getting naked and changing my clothes in front of an elephant.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, see, I'll do that in front of anybody. So
The elephant closes their eyes, maybe.
Right. If they promise to put their ears over.
Look at the picture. The next person, like the other room or bubble, is literally like here. Like there's no like big privacy or any. I don't know. Wouldn't do it.
I don't want to be judged by an elephant.
no, she gets it. Okay, what do we have coming up? Let's see. Tomorrow, you guys, ladies, this has been fun.
It has been fun. Always
It's been so fun.
Yeah.
All good things must come to an end, unfortunately. But we're going to do this again. I love the ladies' edition of the Jam. Hey.
I love Ladies Hour.
So tomorrow at 11 a.m., we actually have comedian Trevor Norris. He is a comedian as well as a social media star. And he's going to be talking about some of his viral TikToks and music from the 90s and the early 2000s. We're going to break it down. I think that's right up all of our alleys.
I won't be here tomorrow. I'm sorry. I will be off. So you guys have fun and tell me all about it.
I will be calling in. So I will see you at 9 tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. We certainly got it covered.
Yeah. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye, guys.